Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Ofo Steve and Empress Mawushi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
Markumado Wilson na amashama. Yay, makpami va Ceana Central. Abaleke minyana nyenkwenye afo Steve Mahoshi. Egba fa wana migwane ishia iba enye wana tohiade. Nyatepe egba fa wana enye wana tohiade aleke begbe. Itadi amashama na jagbagba na watede yepe mong. Nemia yonovio ba afo Steve Vahoshi. Empress Maushi yenye mama asaduchi alamoji bona mapova hoji adako kakana hoji kwaka agagagana miadom yetade manami a few minutes ade de me ayonovio ba afo Steve Vahoshi agbaba wona enye wona tohiade mi gede at Dallas, Texas. Let me have a pono na akamachio di nemi trova mawodega akokofiami. Welcome to Ceana Central. We'll be right back after this very break.
Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Ofo Steve and Empress Mawushi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
Are you ready to start a rewarding career in healthcare? Become a certified home health aide in the state of New Jersey with our 2-week training program. Enroll today to begin your journey. It is simple. Email us at pccshhtrainingschool@gmail.com or newmanpccsinfo@gmail.com to reserve your spot in our New Jersey Board of Nursing approved training course. Receive expert training. Our hands-on comprehensive home health aid program offers more than just knowledge. It provides real-world experience. Learn directly from seasoned professionals who will guide you every step of the way. Transform your future with skills that truly makes a difference. Begin your career with expert guidance and hands-on practice. You will be certified and ready to launch a successful career as a home health aide. Don't wait. Start your healthcare journey with us today. Contact us to enroll. Call us at 862-755-8464 or 848-218-1555 or 773-960-5416 or send an email to pccshhtrainingschool@gmail.com or newmanpccsinfo@gmail.com. What are you waiting for? Grab this opportunity to transform your future with skills that truly makes a difference.
Not to he can me have any mega for me.
Oh, Finemia guy, FPF for me, Lelo, Rovania Villa Jojo. Jajadona, Ceana 2025. Yako Mile, le rehearsal so there, le Jajado, Mile, may I feed for Mile.
Oh, Nyatefia. You must be never registered at Dallas 2025. Because that's the only way my tongue get access to their hotel. I can't really worry. No, you may register here. He never job. He might come at the convention or would they refund my money to me?
What for now? Never and Ghana registration. I've another 2 more down my temple convention. The Canaswa. We are cool 11 when you were now your convention organizers. You don't know my other than 1 to pega kata to now. Eleven na yo afi August ke 2025 na do abe aton ho pega kata.
Nyatepa.
Ya tefe nya kwe mi onu. Be kwe fe fri be di fe fete mi ya kwe mi date e kwe hia August 13, 2025. No nya yoko wa cancel hotel reservations akwa aga na.
You know what? When it's too early to register for the convention now, the convention is update in August 2025.
Awo fonye ene registration na ekpela de Ceana ho bena wo do nya de asanauti wo hala akọ hotel penye pede ano.
Oh, I've been out there for you. When you to my register, my way, Kaba, my young Ovinji, Gomita, Apato, Guipe, Kolobadu, what you know, register, Namia Fansa, every
Efo eho ko ben kolo ya mi yo me we mi yo mi abe ku me to we mi register mi ava Dallas azalo.
Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Ofo Steve and Empress Mawushi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
Yo, magado wezon na amashama. Abaleka manaminya afi me take a quick break ma. Mapa agba mahoshi. Abna mama saduji ayida doma. Abna elamoji nabadoko kai haga gagare miatoma. Ita nyere kakwe anafia goma homiapa amakpekpewa na miano anyawma jum. Abale kama na minyana mapa agba mi yigada at Dallas. Miakata mi nyaba apeyama. Mi a convention gada warm. A convention can be one up a shop. Gaka payama me in Dallas, Texas. Apa wo mi apa Ceana a convention. Ita mi adezon mi ayide at Dallas ade. Ne mi akpa mi aba amakpekpao ne wabako enyadakalo efe munami alo ne mi adro aleke oba jajra do yimdo ye anita o hiaba ameshiama ajaba mi ajemo ne mi Nyajamo me United at Dallas FPR because over Blumber and Nika Joga Ella Dallasi FPR Manono Gabobio. Me Ponuta Purple Gaka FPR Matoa Manono Gabobio. No of you join me so that I can welcome our distinguished guests from Dallas, Texas, the FA Association of Dallas, Texas, so that we can talk about Ceana 2025. Let's go right on to Dallas to meet Miapa a guest tower. Marco. Afo Julius, Marco Wentema. Gablalo. Aha. A Reverend. Nyada Jogalo. Afo Jonathan. Egbaya Bajaba Mia Troncona, sure, Mia way. The Dallas Patagari show. Last week we experienced the cowboy. Last week we did a cowboy show. Yeah. Over cowboys and cowgirls show last week. This week it will be the Dallas Patagari show. Yeah,
going local.
Yo, Marco, without further ado, Reverend, you've always been a guest of our show. A week so can we start with you to introduce yourself?
Yo, for Steve Akpe, Nyenkwanye Reverend Martin Osai, no Dallas Every Association Vai Domare, Nyobe President, Zoche Mekanye Pastor na Ghanaian Community Presbyterian Church, Le Dallas, Texas, Mekanye Nufiala Ha, Ple Nufiala Obe Nufiala, Le Dallas Independent School District, Ta Kwere Kwa, Enye Jijonambe, Melemia Domegba.
Rev, one time you know the drill. They never Mamado Lafia. She would ask, but Afakame Echo, Dukame Echo, yeah, Afakame Echo, yeah.
In
so
fact,
let me ask on her behalf.
Volta region, yeah, the whole region is mine. Etonye Toto Palimetate, which is going towards Germany, Watomia Bome, of the Peki East Dying District, Emma. Ke and not so likely be that for Taname da for her, Nyapa Mema, and on your tongue Kunya KJB, Taname Kunya Domeha, Ohona Matu, the pet Tomaure, Fimi Yameto, Akbe.
I see. And we have something in common. And I was born in, well, I wasn't necessarily born in KJB, but I was raised in KJB. So I have,
okay.
so I have roots in KJB very
Yeah.
well. Okay. Yo, come here, EG, but plan. For Julius, Marco, at one of the QFIA, can you introduce yourself?
Ni Julius, near to any awezo, near Badope. Currently, any Dallas top treasurer. Prior to that, I serve as the president of the Ever Group for 4 good years, and I serve on the call. And aside that, I may serve as the lead for the Ceana Education Committee. And I'm in here today to help throw more light on what's happening in Dallas. I know where I be to ethical metro allo origin like Ghana. Actually, and Julius Tony metro Aplau and on your two Tagiepe in whole district. I think just like I'm one of those exceptional Angola people who don't stay in Angola land. So don't worry about that. I am a pure Hodome guy. Yeah. So I grew up in Vedafo, Vekolum. That's where I grew up in my elementary schools before I end up living all over the country to further my education. Yeah, that's a little bit about Julius.
Yeah, for Julius, I bet you lived all over the country. They soldier Vienna, police Vienna, because it's a profession. They live all over the country.
Just like soldiers, we have the educators also move across the country. So my mom happened to be in the Minister of Education, so we were moving around. We stay at Raura, KJB, Hohwe, Denu, and who do that's all about voter region. Yeah.
Oh, teacher Vienna. Okay, yo. Yo, for Jonathan, Marco Lacolabodo, Marco Adada, the QFM.
Yo, akpe for Steve, akpe miato, akpe na mikata miawa doge. Your number for Jonathan Oklu. Mucho Ghana papie mucho asubo. Nyenye katato gakere todo wota. Togbinyaro bachi te parena bachi avi. Tafma chavi yo me miele fiabe nye miade. Aka machira bo, akachi abo, ne mi sikwo, machira abo. Fiwa ma de sukula cho class 1 wu keke va sere ke ma wusukwanu. Ta ne du afi mocho jim kwa aboyo abomi yo na re mi arokuyongu. Ga ka ancestral home kwa achiabi. Nonye cho strong be le huti Anglogan Tuma enough for Ghana. Ke afia me Dallas Association me abe since 2007. Kwa enye pleno group abe Dallas ni a omere group vovovo me. Group wa aboma atonkatin le Dallas alabe de kaenye pleno group. Enye ukwe leader. Kwa maglo akpamanya hamelene every association enyama. Le Ceana goma enye communication and public relations top leader, one of the leaders. Ta ne enu moji mnyo ne eyom kwa. Maru nusianuro. Akpe edoyi mo wana la fie enye IRS, Allo Internal Revenue Service. Inye do ike ma wana fifi lai. Tana mi afa ganyo fudem kwa miyom. Akpere miyang.
Yo, kama adakbana amashama. Marako afo Jonathan de. Marako James Okluhawa nyalo oklua anya Togbi James Okluhawa.
Togbi James Oklo ma gloma le be yes. Foma de ka kwe ga ke todo wo vivi mianu ala gbegbebe.
Okay.
Nye ba te pa bubu yomre mi arokyo ya tutuma.
Akpe. Yo, kamia yiji mi poba akamachio la mia doma will try alone dokuchia depending on afika mianko sam chum. Eta kamia ayiji marku misa samba alominya doje shi haba epeyamaba Ceana mi woga Dallas. Koshira eba ya mi fono na akamachie wa metoda woden wo kong anu gede ongu. Gakamia gabia koshira de kason ya bayide. Marku mia domoto de kada atwa akpere miangu aganami the extent of preparation so far le Dallas leke mi jajramdo de azangwe.
Oh, okay. Positive.
Ma
take a shot at that. And my
Marku.
colleagues, Reverend Claire, for Jonathan, you can chime in as deem fit. Dallas, in this Ceana, I start from Thursday through picnic on Sunday. And for a very long time, like Dallas is having a very unique problem in that we have a lot of people who are registering for the convention to come to the convention on Thursday. And last year, someone said the program normally starts from Friday. Okay, more people are coming to Dallas on Thursday. This is not by any accident. It's about the lineup of events, things that we have promised that we are going to do in Dallas. So nobody wants to miss a bit of it. So people are arriving in their numbers on Thursday. So our event takes off on Thursday, seriously. So aside the nice welcoming dishes that we provide, we are working on a very great, that is the secret of the opening. We're going to have some very great program in the Thursday evening. So when you come down to Friday, everything will go on. But then what we are doing in Dallas is that we are making sure that people are registered way ahead of time. And then we are planning to make sure that everybody has what he or she needs to enjoy the convention, be it room, be it food. So we are making sure our ladies are going to the market, going over the menu, tasting them to make sure that delicious meals are provided at every point of time. There'll be variety, there'll be variety that will serve all your needs. And then the events, when it comes to leisure, excursions, place of interest that people can visit, because this is a family-oriented event. So we have a bunch of places that we'll be sharing in a couple of weeks where people can take their kids to whilst they're in Dallas. So that you are not forced to stay in a hotel for the 4 or 5 days whilst you're in Dallas. We'll give you all the facilities, areas that you can visit and then make merry and then have a very good experience. The preparations when it comes to the cultural show, we experienced something in Colorado. It was an upgraded version. Dallas will try and modernize what happened in Colorado and then improve upon it. And he will celebrate our culture. There will be more shows. We know Tabu Aloy, he is a home to Dallas. So if he does a bunch of things outside of Dallas, when you guys are coming home, he is ready to receive you. So we have a lot of very outstanding programs lined up coming from Tagbo's end. And when it comes to the Sunday church service, Reverend Osai is here. He has been traveling all over Ceana and this year conducting the church service. So when it comes to Dallas, he is here to showcase what really it is. When people do things out, when you come to their home, they try to do better. So our church service, I'm sure we are going to beat North Carolina when it comes to church service. The merrymaking, we are going to beat North Carolina for that one for sure. And when it comes to the picnic that we crown the whole thing, it is going to be none has ever compared. You've been to all picnics in Ceana, but then when it comes to the Dallas picnic, you will love it. You will love it. And I hope that Washington is getting ready for them to come and take some videos at our picnic, because our picnic will become their promotional piece. Yeah. So in brief, that's what I can say. So not overhype, but you guys all know Julius. I don't try to oversell. I only undersell and overdeliver. But just so you know, we are ready, and then we are going to give you guys an experience. We call it an experience, which will last for at least the next 5-6 years.
Yo, for Jula Zemalo, aba mianto minya, ya ma try na ba ya oversell ogaka, he undersell and over deliver. Amenya ma yo, it is just a high level and you go yeah undersell him. Gaka agle fuji ba experience ma kemi baba gaba experience in Dallas. I don't know mana mi alo, I don't kujina me for the next 6 years. Nyanya if that is underselling or oversell your very cool. Amadebe Miga avec Bodu Tefer. Maida ni a Reverend Bo yo Kamaraku Aleka for Julius Puno, Yentoba Yento Minyere, Doko try na ba Yapono. We had a Chonyanga experience last girl for 6 years. The American Yada Livia Cocopi Afimia Yida, Biabia Dojia.
Now I Pomegbela, Nemi Ceana, Mia Vio, play me a Soheola, Doko Ochinare Hotel Home. Dake Le Dallas La, Mia Pe youth, coordinating with some other Ceana youth, have been meeting regularly. Alebe Yaunto have lineup of programs. Yike wa Anabe Ameyo Ko Vio Clope Sohel Boa, Jigbo Jogben Tole Dallas. In fact, Dallas group is even proposing that whatever they do in Dallas should be duplicated going forward. There is going to be a lot of fests in Dallas, especially when it comes to the youth. And you know me with college and all that. So as the youth are planning their things, I will sneak in there and also offer them some wisdom and guidance on planning for college and things like that. Akpe.
Talking about that, Alba in Diakoe began to reach out, but I know but last week I mean yeah, this week I mean no form. I know but me aba youth me now more no apono nami. I began reaching out in the I mean conclude na the card but within a week or two me akwa like me akpa me aba so here no ava no how no about nami like jajrado I mean my dark baba you mentioned that right off the gate. Yo, for Jonathan, Marco, Steph, Baba Grona Buddy. For Jonathan, good morning, lo. I mean, Grona Ba, and Konye Nyo, lo, but for Jonathan, Buna Glover, yeah, oh, your number, yo, hey, yo, Marco, Steph, Baba Grona, that, and Vivian Jima have hello, wonderful people. Marco awenya PRO Kaleke for Julius Punu about he tried to undersell and over deliver. You have a keyword man. Yeah, a Reverend Hafonucho any. Da pelema okay, yeah, a Reverend Hafonucho me aba youth on Gaka for Julius Gafonucho Togbi Aloy and yeah, a resident of Dallas. It agbo blomba Namiva a culture nwa man no get bobby Marco viade live ya kokokpe obanufua
Mereku what Anyakata Kwema it's gonna be a very memorable occasion. Epo ya mazu kwetokia de Amaro Vovombe na Yova Dallas Amaro Bonava she Bonava Yolege. You got Von Crow. You got Von Dallas told me a long mile like Bebe, and then he have a call about better if you had a crow. But Gabon. It's gonna be a very memorable occasion. Ta Mia Zrado. No, me I will see Anna a choy bonacro hamiel ready. Miele ready na me avakaba.
Yo akbe. Yo Castefa nyanto danye enye dapel. Yema enye miapa one of me have a fervent and a follower. I shy in a milakajiko. I had another miaji and of Pepelam, Dapel, etc. Na Mrs. Pell, etc. Na Akpena Dapel. Ihan of a Bafian on your corrective VV and Abba Madoma like a Madom Vivian. China Madoma Documian on your Comafi, and it had Dapel Akpelo away let dodgy. Mana mi anyaba ola girls wo any over 71st anniversary wom le Virginia. Me yeta mi akata akpam aba mi ana mi anya. Yo akpa. Marako ka mi ayiji oba akwato bi any the top of the hour. I may take 1 or 2 questions out there. After me, I take a short break. Marako mi phone in general cho convention Gaka minyaba afi miatwa yida convention miaje goma alo goma jeja yenya registration itare marako miatwa phone cho aleke registration ayimdo bakla kuhi oka kuda registration angu alo ba biabia ka mo biabia ba pe amaba registration na oba to wo vie de marako miatwa akonyama ngu vie na mia.
Okay. Let me take a shot at it. Yeah, Dallas, Ceana, the format in which we have Ceana now, where you go and lodge in hotels incepted from in Dallas. So Dallas has been known for being the first in a lot of things. Our convention, I'm a 300 reserve hotel, and you only have about 50 people. You all pay for the convention. About 2 or 3 months into the start of the convention. Another convention we host all our own of pay where to get money and how to plan for the people, because you have 300 people who have reserved for the hotel, and you have only 50 who have registered for the convention. Do you plan for 50 or you plan for 300? We all know the resources to plan for 50 is totally different from the resources to plan for 300. Dallas, we maybe okay to narrow the gap between the people who are getting hotel and those who are registering for the convention. We decided, okay, for you to get a hotel, you must NUST register for the convention, because that's where you are coming to. The reason why you are picking the hotel is because of the convention. So it just makes sense for you to register for the convention first. Then with that, you are given a room, or you request for a room, and then we will make sure that your room is assigned to you. That the whole process, even on any other website, then I register now open convention, Dallas 2025 convention. Registration, you have the chance by select neighbor you a here hotel room. No plan me de ano komela me here ne ame ko hola me here me wuna ka grobe here ho akene wureka ano komalo e here hola agrobe here ho ke near that store at the back end they near take that information I send it over to the hotel but Kofi Kofi Yauto ebe yaho a room. Tell hotel add email down, that okay, your room has been reserved for you, and then with another information for you to block the room. Actually, our email to a lady when Kokita have our email to first acknowledge you a room has been reserved for you. Then later on, you can look for another email coming from her, but to be from service@certificate.net. The subject line will be Sheraton DFW Airport Hotel Payment Authorization Request. So when you have that email, with that email subject line, you will go in and follow us directed. You will be given the opportunity to secure your room by placing a credit card on file. When you put that credit card on file, you will not be charged. You only be just that you are holding the room. You only be charged for the convention for the hotel after you have consumed the services of the hotel. That's at the end of your stay. So in brief, Dallas, unlike the past where people call the hotel and then book a room, in this year, there is no internet number for you to call a hotel and book a room. whilst before you decide whether to come to the convention or not. Over here, you decide to go to the convention, then your room is made available to you. So I think I'll carry there for now. If you have any more follow-up, we can go on. We can move on.
Yo, for Julius Marco Akpa, ka enyakata kwenyaba this year it is just a one-stop shop. Yenyaba, you have to register first. Now register, then everything else would follow suit. Menyama.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Yo, Marco, come ya do the Reverend Bakla any for Jonathan Bokba Nanya de Galimbe Akokokpa registration. Ka Reverend Marco Bialo any ka registration are there so far they're like a for Choma.
A registration for Tom. In fact, for Julius, I have more information on how many have registered so far.
Sure.
Miamile communications, Jikpom, Gakea. And almost every day we see new pictures being posted. Now I'm all registered. Oh, get now. Obia monu popoto bobewa kobe picture ako dare Ceana advertising IG. That almost every week we are seeing new faces. That registration menyabe LG for Tom Yue. As far as specifics are for Julius at
Yeah, Reverend, while you on the floor, the America at one do any that a question about whom should I contact if I have a problem with my registration?
Okay. As far as registration concerns, ne odo email ramikwa. Julius, we can put your contact here as well, right?
The email is info@dallasavis.org. You send any email regarding our registration, you send to info@dallasavis.org.
I call that a chat,
Yeah.
Ella, Ania is it is scrolling on the Niakra.
Oh, okay, good.
For further questions, reach out via Yama. It is scrolling under the screener.
You know, we prefer the email because we have visibility. When you send a phone text or a phone message to somebody, it is logged with that person. But with the info, we have multiple people who are overviewing it, and the probability of quick response is higher with the email than any other form of contact.
Yo, the Batakari group.
The contact Kokita Makoepe information there. If they've registered and have not received an email about the hotel, I'll put that contact in the chat now.
Okay, yo, Reverend Akpe. Yo, after me, I take a quick break though. For Jonathan, Marku, the Levy Akokokpi, after me, I take a quick break.
Mreku ya nka be new kumajema kokperentinye be nemye ba Ceana ko emye ba chi hotel alo yi picnic ko ikomye troga jo yire mya nopo wa majetugbo ta majiba ma agloba anyo be na registration na woman na consider going on a tour Achale Dallas, Akpo Dallas for to Gbejeje, and anyo vien toba mia wonenema ta Rukoma I encourage me alo anamia nyabe registration without the tour is incomplete. That is not to say I'm forcing anyone to do that, but I would highly encourage you to consider going on a tour. For $60, you will enjoy Dallas. You will see Dallas at its best. Ya kumajema kokperengu akpenami.
Yo, for Jonathan Akpe. Yo, ka of you abale ka minya sama. Payamaha agadojivo. Yenyaba payama me in Dallas, Texas. Yeah, mi avedu azaga Ceana bazaga kamiduna apeshape. Yema onaminya be jajrado yo jrado for oba for Jonathan magble alo ni amade magble be na echo mano mi ava ha yo so gbefo mi ajon ita yo je azoni azoso amanye gba ita yo so gbe kemi akojo mi le kake ankeka gamelan ita yo le ready mi ajom lo Mia adi them a mia take a quick commercial break there. Nemifa nemia yida enyaoji mia phone cho registration on we are ho. Miss a hotel banya for Julius phone chung nami. I'm a shama enya hotel banya nya baby because nemi yidas a dufa hotel jagamiala gaka apeyama aleka a hotel near reservation traviata miapo no viada cho a hotel angu for Jonathan for no cho excursion hangu minyaba magazine ha la domia afi sponsorship ha la domia ne miapo no cho nyama hu etam ga afiara ko mi kwale ke da pe ne miangu ni enyaw dondo da comment section marako miakata mima wana na mi novio na mashia make gather more jide marako mi send ni am yaba sure is an interactive show eta mi atuando mi aba comments so da na ganye bia yo alo na be ya dogbe na ni am ko la kaji plemi wo try ha lo ndokuchi ha mi atwa we fa. So please share the link. We'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Today we are talking to some of the very distinguished guests from Dallas, Texas, our host for this year's Ceana convention. Please don't touch that dial. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Ofo Steve and Empress Maushi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
Hey, David Sabina, it's been a while. How have you been? Have you heard about Ceana 2025 in Dallas? It's going to be the biggest event of the year.
Oh, Pastor Martin, so good to see you. I've heard some buzz about it, but tell me more. What makes it so exciting?
Oh, where do I even begin? It's a 4-day celebration filled with culture, networking, and unforgettable experiences. Plus, they've made registration super easy.
Really? How do I sign up?
It's so simple. Just go to www.dallasaves.org. Again, www.dallasaves.org and pick your package. You can even add a $60 excursion to explore Dallas in style.
That sounds amazing. But what about hotel accommodations?
Oh, no worries. The convention registration is linked to the hotel reservation. When you register, just select if you need a hotel and the dates you will be staying.
Oh, that is so awesome. And I don't need 2 lanes?
Yes, you will get an email from the Sheraton DFW Hotel with your reservation details and a credit card authorization form to finalize it. And the best part, you won't be charged for your room until you check out.
Oh, this is really convenient. Anything else I should know?
Yes, as if the package wasn't already great, they just announced that everyone who registers now gets a complimentary buffet-style American breakfast at the hotel.
Oh, no way. That's such a great deal. I don't want to miss out. I'm registering right away before I forget.
That's the spirit. Let's lock in our spots and make Ceana 2025 unforgettable.
Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Ofo Steve and Empress Maushi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
Yo, Marco miawe gazon lo miawe zon. Yo, Marco abale ke a reverend for no la any commercial mama ba it will be an unforgettable event today. ma park nyaba no halfway ba jaba ma fill up nyaba no parking aho na ama jamo nyama fozo geta na ma jamo kaba ma dogo kaba ita no aja fozo so ka yo akpana mi ani afo Julius mara kwa mi ayigire ani mama ma bia ba the very first commercial akami fua yo a ho ado bon kodi home ma de okata over registration abo reverend like ajita ho da carbon ko anyo ekunya meta yo ga fi agba ga kamra kuma bia le home okata de ebe ya yo de over registration wa
over registered. They are ready to come.
Ya
They
the
are over. Mm.
yo last one I have over registration
Egba to register.
yo yo agba the register ga kebi go doge
In fact, for the first time, for Steve, my brothers are coming from Ghana to Ceana.
Oh wow!
It's very special for me. Dr. Michael Osine and Christopher Osine will be with us.
Wow!
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's true, Loma. So somebody, I mean, I keep getting calls from quite a few people from from Ghana and Kenya. Yeah, so they are coming. They are their way. Manyaba visa nyaba de funa amagado api mobile yiga ka api ama. We have quite a few people that are coming.
And there are people who already travel, so they already have their multiple. So yeah, they don't have any excuse.
Yeah. Yo, come here, Yiji. For Julius Marco, Aponucho, a hotel registration now. Yeah, but this week also, we saw a circular, but some of the hotel, but often than not, hotel rooms, it is either you have a queen or king size bed, or you have a double beds. Yeah, Mr. Semba, some of the the rooms are running out, but some of the bed choice we may be running low on some day. It's raising a few concerns. Marco, can you clarify where we are in terms of the hotel reservations?
Okay, first tip, Akwe. Yeah, the concern shouldn't be that much of a worry for people. I know it's going to be a little bit of inconvenience, but the number of double beds reserved for Thursday. I believe Dallas this year we get more people who are coming to the convention on Thursday. So and I have a double bed we reserved for on Thursday over, but we have more double beds on Friday. Okay, you cannot start the convention with a single bed or king bed on Thursday and then move into a double bed on Friday. So when you come in, then you are coming from Thursday, you only option you have now is the king bed. And that means that you are stuck to it. So that's the problem we are having now. But we are considering because we reserve more double beds on Thursday than what the detail we got from our prayer convention host organizers way. But it turns out that, as I said, more people are coming to Dallas on Thursday than before, than any other convention. So also the demand for the double beds ends up to be higher than what we anticipated. We are still negotiating with the hotel though and see if what can need some of those ones that we have not finalized those ones. Okay, for now, anybody who registers you cannot have the double bed on Thursday. Okay, that should be the reason why you not to. I know we all have our own individual arrangements. You can talk to your friend, or if you know someone who has a double bed, and then you guys are willing to switch. There are some people who are just a single person who doesn't really need that double bed in the room. You can switch or stuff like that. If we cannot do that, to be your private arrangement. But we encourage you to consider taking the king bed if you are coming on Thursday. But if you're coming on Friday, sure, your double beds. We have double beds available on Fridays.
Yo, for you, Marco, for Bismarck,
baby. Okay, I'm a juro home abachi. I'm a juro home jipepe yare abachi deka you know, let's be
No,
yeah,
for Julius, but I worry you.
bed and singing bed, may easily him up blow. As much as we blame ourselves for not speaking every day, we have to know that our language is not that developed to use for a serious commercial conversations. I will just end up describing two birds and a king bird instead of using one word to describe a king bird or double bird. Okay.
Yeah, for Julius,
abachi evekwe komono no play abachi de kabe komono no la enye eya le bi fie be do eke ho le nya sibila la abachi de ka ele me on from Thursday ka keno hia abachi eve beri no komena ira ake ne erase from Friday la aton po Daniel Oje aton from plan me be hey erase be ya start Friday get to where abachi eve ho ake de kon de li hey aton vapo. You know, you want me the school, me know because we know how they call patching. I'm over the whole course in Legon. They patch for 4 years. That you can get somebody with who you can patch for just one night, and then the following day you move into your
2-bed.
Abachi if they call me. Hey.
It's a good problem to have because what is today's date? Egbanya on the 15th of March.
15th, yeah.
15th of March, lo. Yeah, any convention I got my jagger all the way in August. August, yeah, me convention I got my job. It's a good problem to have because me probably have a sukuhevia de fifia, yema aglohoba you are. Me agbagbajam and na hotel aba me akpoba leki because ne fifi la me popomba amova vam wu aleke mi bubo ava ye mi le match ma kogo me nyaba amo registration awama like emi buiba amo ava Thursday because Thursday menya amodo vana sunagbona na ma fifi ya Ceana convention ava zuba mi goma jam nchoma afoko fi correct me ba mana me sha mananya ba fifia Ceana convention mi goma jam Thursday because buddy enu gadali mi wo warm Thursday wo trauma afi feedback be inti ha another mi wo warm excursion vazu one of the major attraction to Ceana convention. Yeah, mateba vaga feedback bendi abe ya yide convention kaka abe ya va ado na evuoku alo ado ya mavu alo ni kaka be ya va aba wo registration platform of koka evuo aholagbo eta anyo be na va Thursday ye fifia mi ni events we ado ha wo Thursday evening evazu 70th night ni alo disco night alo old school night on Thursday night eta never you know not to relax for Julius I think that is a very good problem that Dallas is having na a Thursday oba na nada jogoma jana gomacho indi kanyi eta na a registration for chom na nama yeah a Thursday I'm over vam a hova bom manya hodo bom ogaka ni abachi abachi popo amagade jina be ya ho abachi evela homa abachi da kaba ho ko evali aka gomenya ba mopopo liba ni atwa wo arrangements ado bakla hotel na waga anami abachi eveba ho akokokpi gaka is also a little bit tricky for Julius because when we have attrition there you have to meet your attrition rate allo Reverend Hamade a little tricky shallow what do you think in terms of Nemiva increase any double bedroom so that will be in addition to your allocated rooms for the Thursday would you switch that out but you would reduce the single beds and increase the double beds? I don't want to go into the details of Miapa negotiations
but I think the conversation is ongoing with the hotel as well Malaysia be le dodo mao nua hotel are not very flexible with us. And then another thing that we could do, usually now over conventional all year na registration table, about hobby wristband and all of that. Not to put too much work on the registration people, we can just leave a paper there if you come and you want to, maybe switch room with somebody, I'll put your name down, and then, your contact, and we'll call you and say, hey, somebody is willing to switch room with you or whatever. That could be another way we look at solving the problem internally as well.
Your Akpa Reverend, and it's so early in the game.
Yeah.
Later, these conversations will be ongoing. Yeah, Ceana Central midway, but we would have we would have a Dallas representation on as often as possible. You can keep us updated with what is going on. Ita ka miracle miato na mi mianko sam alo miamiko mishu akboga later. Mana mianyaba from what we are hearing and mokpopolipa amashama ne deson ne miawo miapa registration. Early registration day elevate we cannot overemphasize it. Early registration elevate alaka because pandemic registration or ye kuhiado do tado dade. Nyat watwa adesolemu akpobaleke wa trashilemu na amashama na to akpogoma ava convention na ye miava le nchifa fama na ni nyaraka magava de funamio ye tade ehia be miawo miava registration kamia iji gbakle any magazine ndeka hanya
for Steven.
Yeah, Rev.
Nye cousin Bismarck le yare bialo.
Yo, Marco, come here. Bismarck, for Steve, have you just confirmed Thursday night will be featured old time disco night? Just curious. I want to start polishing my my sliding and electric boogie dancing. I will Bismarck, Marco Magavon. Even if Dallas wouldn't do it, I'll do it in my own room. Who will do it? We have a disco night. Official program lineup. I'm about to go. Gakede as a PRO for Ceana. I can assure you that there's going to be some disco night. If Dallas like it or not, we'll have it. Even if it doesn't happen on the main floor, main auditorium day, we'll have one in the VIP. Yeah, I'll be there on Wednesday, so don't worry. For Bismarck, Miracle. Continue polishing your polishing your polishing up on your slide and electric boogie. You to have to do it. Boogie it for Bismarck. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, there's one very important question talking about the hotel reservation and stuff like that. Me have most Amagedola all the most of it Ava Dallas. One do Yamu Ava Dallas. Yeah. Me the airport, the whole drama seminars are any DFW, Dallas Fort Worth, the international airport. That is the only airport that we recommend you use. Whenever we have private jet, play or whatever they might have, that they should not expect us to pick them up from the private airports or Dallas Love Field. We are only providing transportation from Dallas International Airport to the hotel. Anybody who finds himself in another airport, who arrives at any other airport aside DFW, will not receive the courtesy shuttle to the hotel. So keep that in mind as you do your travel arrangements.
Yeah, for Dallas, nice you mentioned that, but there are few airlines that flies into Love Field. I think one of them is Southwest, right?
Yeah.
I think Southwest flies into Love Field. When I used to live in Chicago, I like flying on Southwest. They are coming from Chicago. They need to be careful in terms of flying into Love Field. They may.
That's correct.
And yeah, no matter where you land, you can still make some transportation arrangement. I just know, but the arranged convention transportation is with the Sheraton, which only operates at any the DFW, Dallas Fort Worth Airport. That is the only airport that operates in. So you ought to be cognizant of that. Not those Southwest, then you may have to make some other arrangements. Okay.
Right.
Yo,
And in fact, what field is not too far from the hotel anyway. So even if you Ubered, you should still be good. It won't be too long of a trip.
okay. Yo, makwaba Dr. Safa ko ihado anyada do da Dr. Safa koba akwekakaka. I hope our transportation system, all the shelters are accessible. Thanks so much. Yo, aba mi honyama hode and we are discussing that with the hotel, but me I have accessibility and transportation.
Yeah.
Okay. Akpe. Yo, ke mia ayiji maku mekebia apono na micho ani mia ba magazine bakle mia pono via de cho magazine anu afi mia yide excursion ya oji. Magazine ade afi ya ma leke mi wom do na madaba ye jibe ye be tatana no magazine amade moka jimi ato ne mia ho anumo ye afi ya metode neni minyaba feshapua ajaba miakafa afi miaba tatao nano a magazine ama epe amatori leka oyimdo.
Yeah, FO Steve Maho, Babiama. Ke miape magazine a mileji le page a film. Ke nehe edibe ya ho magazine alo advertise ope business one page, full page is $200. And then half a page is $100. We only have those two options. Quarter page becomes too small for people to see your advert. Either you are doing a full page or you are doing a half a page. Kemako Perombe Ne Amo Susunabe magazine is local, right? They think, oh, this is Dallas magazine. So if I'm in the East Coast, why should I advertise my business? But remember, the convention is going to have an audience from all over the United States and Canada, and even now Ghana and other parts. I'm all Tona UK Kraha Vara Miape Ceana convention. Ke nepe wo business le magazine ama amere akpo that business in the magazine and no family members who live here or wherever your business is that you advertise. Let's say you are an immigration attorney and you are in the East Coast and you advertise in Ceana magazine. If I have somebody who needs immigration services and I want to support my community, Madora Bo, right away, given that you are in the magazine. And then also the magazine doesn't stay in Dallas. They all go back to all these states.
Yeah.
It really opens your business up if you're a business to the whole country and beyond. Let's keep that in mind. But the Ceana magazine, menye dokonye Dallas Top magazine, ke bon, enye tepe ike waton ako wo do na ike wo elea, ako deme, amo akpoe, alo amere akpoe, ako dora ako methore ike le the state or the city where your business is. Magazine and it is a way to advertise. In fact, families even advertise in the magazine. You know, the Oklu family, Alo Osai family, at on her page, be congratulating Ceana on hosting Ceana 2025 or congratulating Dallas on hosting Ceana 2025. But more importantly, nehe le page le magazine me na nyabe ele Ceana pedona ele alodona Ceana pedona ema. You are supporting what Ceana is doing. So don't just think of it narrowly, but think broadly. That you are supporting Ceana initiatives. You are putting your business where people all over the country and Canada and beyond can see your business. And they may not be in that city, but they may have family members who live there and they can send them to patronize your business. Okay.
Reverend Akpena Onufua, Afo Jonathan Marku Ani, anu de kamia avawa emi wo womnia yenyepa emi jinaba mi ado alomane mi anonio. Ishia ya mi khena magbe eviade. Ceana convention aka womila mi wom ba na mi ado Ceana pankoda ji. Ye miaga awe ba mia akpashi na mia do Ceana pa edowo na dengo yenye ba Ceana nu gedo wo. A magazine a anya enu ni ade ke mi kokon pende a Ceana ba convention ahu. Manya ba miaba tata na noma dede kuyo. Gaka miaba tata ma na noma ni miakpo ba amo mia evawa mi wona nu gaga gedo. Gaka miako miaba nu gaga mo akoko ademegbe mia nonia mi hena ademegbe vie. Marku nyake la shio be yaglo na miaba business community. Miaba efiao. Miaba mo ke o le teƒe ye na anyo at least a modeka lo va de ji ko watu ato akoko kpede miaba convention de ka yenye advertising a magazine amade nyade la show be aglona ami ko todo mi alo mi akpom ndokuchia.
Yo, akwe for Steven, akwe, nyateƒe ne to be mie vegbeto alo mie Ghana to mie ten support na mia neo pe business so. Gake fifia tso eya dzi ale be wòtrɔ alo tɔtrɔm. Ta magazine a yenye nu ɖeka yi ke mie wɔwɔm kple susu be mane story aɖe alo magblɔ nyakpui aɖe kafi maɖo nya ŋuti. Eva dzɔ be aƒetɔvi aɖe va ɖo Dallas alo va ɖo United States. Etso Ghana. Alebe yo va ɖoa, ame yi ŋuti wò ŋu ɖom be ye kɔ ge le yameŋudzeƒe, ame va o. Ame ko fona hã o. Ewɔ kakakaka etsi afi ma. Menya le wɔ gɔ la o. Magazine aɖe ma ɖe lé ɖe asi le yameŋu me wònɔ anyi ɖe amea xa. Le va dzɔ be ame aɖe ƒe ŋkɔ le numa me. Magazine ma nɔba ma le ma yi ko yɔ klamatoa vegbetɔ ɖe ye xɔkɔ la. Enumake wova kɔ mema. Menya be nya ma menye ɖeka ko ele afi sia afi ezã. Megblɔ ma aɖo kpe dzi na mi be magazine a menye ɖoko mie wɔm dzro. Ceana ne be mieva ye mietrɔ dzo the memory will be fading. Alo mieŋlɔ ge be Colorado fifi la nio miewɔ mede ƒe ɖeka ɖe ko gake mieŋlɔ ɖewo be ho. Gake magazine a enye nu tɔxɛ aɖe yi ke nenye be wòli koa naneke me tutu ge ɖa o. Alebe business wɔlawo anyo be míadze agba be míaƒe tata nanɔ magazine me. Nenye be ame aɖeke meyɔ wò support wò business le egba mo ŋutɔ kura hã. Cast your bread upon the waters and you will reap it in many days. Ya ko medze magblɔ akɔ kpe ɖe ŋuti be ehia vevie ŋutɔ. Magazine ma me ke ye ame kpekpewo ame tɔxɛ yiwo tso Ghana, ambassador, guest speaker alo special guest speakers wo katã va woƒe nuƒo kple nya yiwo katã wogblɔ kple woƒe tatawo katã wole magazine ma me. Ta ehia vevie ŋutɔ ma aɖo kpe dzi na ame sia ame be enu tɔxɛ wònye. Ne mewoe kpɔa woe. Ame aɖe be ye woe kpɔa ye mekpɔ business aɖe ko ame aɖeke meyɔ ye o. Ya ta ye megawɔ ge le ƒe ya me o. Meɖe kuku na mi mele nenema o. Manye ya yi ke gbena be wò business ado ge ɖe ŋgɔgbe o. Alo ana ame aɖe nava kɔ le yameŋudzeƒe o. Ye medze magblɔ akɔ kpe ɖe ŋu. $200 ye nye page blibo. Ye page afã nye $100. Ta miawoe kaba. Ne ewoe kaba ɖe. Tata yi ke ɖu ge na la ɖe mia ne tata lolo kpa mate ŋu no page half alo Mama reve matanwa tata matano page kakiri rakaji wode. Miana nanya ba a utata na ruda. Utata lulu kwa matan page kakeji nogo. Alabono nka page bliboji. Da awo wakaba ahia. Magag block parenchi be page tokia da wuli wo hosivie gaka anyo na atenguya na playa yenye page the back cover how do you say
a magazine ava magbia
ndako magazine apa nkuma afima mi yazira mu gaka na hu page 2 afima Miezram ala akpereka alofaton. Ni to level vienye ne ameshama be akhlagbala. Do cho introduction pele table of content. Kaka tabazu te pebe vien to ke kiakele agbala me. Ta akpereka alofaton. Miezram a petore be yapliga keme do tara hareko. Ta first come first serve. Afi magazine apa cover magbe ntokra alo the last but one and then the last page kra all available. The last but one page are 1,100 and the last one is 1,200. If you have a tonko jimi mielene akpama o ele va bien da ma kokpere reverend panyanchi enyama akpere kalofaton akpere kalofa akpere kalofa reka ne gama subona okpa yom maybe matter $50 legino
menyema
Julius Ramona matter $50 legi akpe
yo akpe ke magazine abaleke fonucho amenyaba yemi no a green room a reverend do a message I wrote a makoko na the CEO of personal care and companion services the CEO and president I call a message I wrote my shop alakaji SM Madam V Marco a reverend but my message now lo it a message I got yeah gakala baby it me I gotta take a quick break then. Let me back me up on show a sponsorship because any magazine when you kata sponsorship when you all domia. It an me trovadi mia ayideji bakle a sponsorship packages ikele domia. Nemi ako excursion akoko woman yaba youth program hala domia ye revenue give ya for chung akwato minute Nenema 28 minutes Nemiako wana akokova and Egba. Etamiaho a short break the Miatrova Nemia Yidenya. Maraku nebia biada la show de Maraku Mia Biakabakaba na Watua Adong and Nami. Yeah, Maraku me. Yeah, Nemi Yidemia site at it. Maraku me like me have a page, I have a YouTube page, Maraku me like and me share and me subscribe. Maraku will be right back after this very short break.
Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Ofo Steve and Empress Maushi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
Yes, yi KKG akakafo aroji orokogo afuwati agbama biesa anyanyi ato jankle makara nanamchi manana nyakoi yenya ba ajikali dikala angama Floss tasty treat anya ajikali ka azena azada shiada akuta peo asronda peo no nyaba na jiga zandum nano gwana ba first course Allo starter. Enya no imbudu ika no nyaba na ajiba ya anopoma ya ma ajiba ya dum papi adakwa. To ko nyaba na ji Flows Tasty Treats product here. Nikanya ashikali. They are Alanu Goma. Alanu Goma. Talk in Manapui. Now we day. Yazababa, I put them. Oh, blow up, but those strong plus you, Yano, a dudum, and you know, Shada, G Flows Tasty Treats. And you know, that's all Katabala Magruena engagement, wedding, official fee can hear me a pogger, Alaba no pog. Ayatan Novina, Jagaba, Bohana Grabber, one no show. No, Jim Lamodi. Jabana Tashida www. Flows Tasty Treat. Yona 212-915-9331. Jagaba Naji Flows Tasty Treat. Then I call Adada Wapadoma Nyanobutu. Flows Tasty Treat. I like the Flows Tasty Treat. I don't know I'm at the corner shadow. Flows Tasty Treat. I like ayo la gazut. Giomo, the hammer current like an how. Flows.
Aklito kokama tuodiana go kaome aklasu we to kokama yeina daoma kolo apoke
Dallas Club Bukala Papa Plava Toyam class Sagat for Macpade Hababa Yodanquana Cancers of Airway Association of North America. Wobo, a Yima Cock Belagini Joy Davis Abinasia, a dojo declared your papa, but the Mabama Fitofina Chopoyama Topper, one I talk Kayo Banaji Yigala Zama, one Naya, a Union Mania Fee to my gentleman train Neota, a document lane Popli by Ganyan Kakanazak Gladiade Kayo Yoga Fun Club, Yadanu do voar de conu vovô Hadiga do Clacacha clama bubu toque ao Pacla, Wanamaboma voar. A Gerodo Yadi Comiano Cocla for Lawrence, da Gadu have a capone Balekeo, Gafian Loncona Vava. I'm a dung never Bobueda Legger. And ya talk when you have walk Borojito www.dallasairways.org. Henan Kongolohe. A dodo damajibu boho la Fima Kawuntona Tewa Chiafa. A cannon yet Jaffa alone. I won't have to talk for the door Lafima in a Chiafa. Cananya Zora to do your Tivokua, a Japa Alo Hotel on top of Bogacha Cloto email Jihana Dodo Susio, and Yamapa Jerodo and Club for Lawrence that I do have feet that Mosipa Capo Hagadam Reclabia Banyatepo, Yabane, young Lonquana Vavaco, Jenang Dingu do Fama here. A female, the Mabama Lami Happy, Nyatapa to 2 Ay, that Yanato Le Kaviamakua. Come on, Namia Katamia, Yabania to be Hanan Kong Kabahe. I mean, I'm not Benyatapan ton to agronomy for Formanome to a bang Loncocabao, and Lesusio, Nanya Comadroja Peaqua, Ntindu do Famahea Lino Fa. A Kenya Nibu Wika Galamadroja Peang Haya never. I don't want money fa. Bado, Jojo, we have a knife for Havala. And Yato, well, I mean, Vania Dupea Messiana Zala, Chodo Maboma Waomehe. A per Nami.
Yahweh mi kona Wagama Tobi Tramoro. Yahweh mi kona Wagama Tobi Tramoro.
Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Ofo Steve and Empress Mawushi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
Yo, camera kumiawi ezolo. Afo Julius Agbakla ref for any Jonathan. Marco, president of Dallas, Kenya VP2, Aba Mando Banami Ba Miawe Agbabajam, Yeleta Father, Gakaye Miapon, Agbadum, Gakaye Miapom lo. Italia will dodgy. Yo, for Jonathan, none for my fee, me the quick break, Marco, Aba Nyade Libya Cocopa, a story, Maka Blanya, and it's a very moving story, about. Using a magazine, getting a contact through the magazine, it's very powerful. Marco, Apple, Jonathan.
Yo, Akbe, Madakuku de magazine na nyebe na feel magazine anu me vehia alo nu me ton de kanye na feel magazine de forma na feel evelia nyebe na hefa eton lia ikenye be viento kakia kala o ma ayenye no me tata ene jibana no magazine ma ehia be viento ala bana mado hefa na mivo mado tata dawa ke unkome alo tata me gbala me nogo nene ma ke ne do tata re mi ye me hefa na miwa iha unkome gbala me nogo ta me jiba ma de kuku nenye bene woge ko na wi kata zireka ala bene ama yo le design wom na mi awonya boke ama yo hefa ama yo ko tata bia wo wenye yo ala ba mi atenwo we ne magazine na de bibo ne na hefa vo tata me nogo ma vivigo alo tata va vo me hefo ikta re amata tata me le gbalamo iha ma vivigo ta me de kuku link ai ma ko dade afma fo Steve no na post na mi akpe
Yo akpa yo ke miaiji ale ke avu Jonathan vivi ba nya gloma awana ma ba Dallas ba nia mia ba team efe ama enya vivi menya ma vivi ga le ke gbogbo ma pom na na ma nya do ma nya ma pom na na ma avu Julius Marco yemi ida break mi for commercial mi po ba mi anovi flow ha yaba commercial no afuma de leka any sponsorship or yim do manyaba mi afoga Dr. Fanya from Afanya Media ha all domia leka sponsorship yim do na mother be a sponsor they what do they have to do allo what is it going to take allo what are the sponsorship packages Miato can take advantage of
positive akpe mi Dapena Apenya Media play flow tasty treats. All sponsor. All so far they are on board sponsoring us. As a matter of fact, strong play flow tasty treats from Sam's Club. Let me play Metro Play. So that's a good thing. At least the commercial has exposed us to that one. I'm play open material the product and support business. Miape packages for sponsorship is very important. We need sponsors to do the convention. Nobody Nava convention pay $230 or so for 5 days, 5 days feeding and all sort of things. Like that's not enough. Even the common Chick-fil-A, if you take one child in there when you get out of Chick-fil-A, it's about $25. Okay, so there's the amount we pay for to take care of people for the convention is not enough. It is these sponsorships that help us so that we can drive home the whole experience. Tamile people na novino viewing businesses amekosi alomele ne enyame de halomele sila na amia si ne niva simichu. We have package here. We have a platinum package sponsorship. That's 10,000 and above. If you are willing to give out 10,000 and above, that when you bring something like that in, you give you some opportunities like your logo will be on our banner and then you will be displayed all over our websites and will be on our flyers as we are doing for Appenio Media Play Tasting Flus now. And you have a full page in the magazine. You will be recognized at all our major events and all on our media platforms. You have opportunity to include your promotion in our materials, in attend on all our welcome banner, the banner that all attendees will be seeing. You have your business's information displayed over there so that you'll be in front of the gate in everything. You have to create a lot of awareness for your business. And when it comes to you have some premium sittings, you have the right to some other complimentary tickets that can help you and your business partners who are attending the convention to ease through the process peacefully and conveniently. So we have the package in short. We have about 6 different packages. We have platinum for 10,000, gold for 5,000, silver sponsorship for 2,500, and we have bronze for 1,000, and we have support package. People want to support us. We have support package of 500, and friends of Ceana, we have that package for 250. You can do something like that. So that's in general. Those are the stuff we have for the sponsorship. And we need. There is no maximum number of sponsors that we need. We can take everybody who is willing to sponsor. Every company from every sphere of the world is welcome to sponsor us, because this is how we raise this money to help get things done in our communities, be it here in the US, Ghana, Togo, and Benin, where we find ourselves. And it's very important that we get the sponsors for us to be able to deliver the experience, deliver the Dallas experience. So we are appealing to all of you play amesia me he atwa sponsor me hata kore mi an benya wava me atu and move the convention to the desired goal, the desired end, please. I can't hear you.
Yeah, for Jesus akpe na wonderful. Yema ni me have a producer ni a post ni sponsorship yema aglo, but there is various sponsorship packages from all the way from platinum all the way to Friends of Ceana, from 10,000 to 250. Afi, we talked about the magazine. Yeah, vendors. So I mean, often than not, vendors do come to the Ceana convention. Whatever you products and services you can come and display it as well. Abnakama vendor table is $200. Akpe. Yo, Ref, Marco, you are not known to be quiet. Gaketadi. Marco, take another commercial breaker.
Yeah, ma kokpe for Julius Block Enyebe. Minya amo yike America, but they have deep pockets, right? You may have a business that you patronize, your dentist, your insurance company, and a lot of these insurance companies are nationwide. Nehe eton mention now about miape Ceana sponsorship. Doma hi wa dibe yo ako yo business ako dare miape banner, miape logo oji. They would be willing to spend that money because a lot of them it is a tax write-off. Ta mile novi yole todo migbe mile mia biabe mia ayi ponukle mia pay contact or insurance agent. All of us have insurance if you drive. Talk to that insurance agent. Who knows? They might want to buy a page or be a sponsor. Let's all become the ambassadors for Ceana. It will just help our cause and will help Ceana do more in Neverland. Akpe.
Yo, Akpe Rev. For Jonathan, I think I take a quick commercial break. Nyadela should be a cockpe nukwafi. Me take a quick commercial break.
Marakuku niema jema kokperenchi nyembe ne sponsorship America Apple at least $1,000 package epe nonema tata agere miape magazine me.
Sure.
If you have a mahiabe ne nami akpereka akpe aton akpe wumako utata gegegere miape nonoma tata gbalame ne nyako tata nami ko gegegere me kakene nami alofa kpele afan alofa aton utata me gbalame nogo ya kuma jima kokperenchi plus subene sponsor me $1,000 and up. Remember to give us your image as well. That way we can put you in the magazine. Also, ne miado motore pe business are le Ghana. Alo upu motore pe business le Ghana. Nejibe ya promote a business made. Merekuku magazine ahia na overviento. Miele America lo miele gbeji ga ke mi zona mo yinara kwe. Ne me yida kwe ni majiba kumoto ne refu na mo me va benare Airbnb. Ta anyo nto ne yebe numa pa relation ne jiba ya a promote ya. Ke gere gbana ya me. Sponsor mi alo gere magazine ame akmo jema ko perenchilo akpe.
Yo, akpe, any dapel biaba, are we going to have a fashion show Ceana this year? Friday ma, nyam have a cultural night. Me don't when I'm if I'm a cultural night, I'm no Bobby. Me have afimaye, me have a fiaga gown, or do na gole. Ye wabado a chon as ke mi wana fashion show via ha a coco akpenita. Mala shoba, mi agbagba jam la hamang hode. Rev, did you want to take any Dapelba question? Are we going to have a fashion show on Friday like we did in Dallas, in Denver?
Menyabe youth sohel ole planning though along those lines. Okay, fashion show, it is not a new thing for Dallas. Me want every year at Ghana Fest. That we already have the models, we already have the people, and a lot of them are in the ABA Association, our youth. That Menyabe will get to that point and definitely will portray our culture in the display of fashion. It may work out those details, Arogake. That is not a problem at all. We certainly can do a catwalk of Ebe culture, traditions, our jewelry, our zonu, and how we dress. That would happen. It is in the pipeline, Akpe.
Yo, Akpe, remember we do a catwalk. Yeah, Akpe nami, as Avia wa yado nami. Let's take the lineup on Ceana Media very quickly, and then we'll take a quick commercial break, and then we'll come back and wrap up the show. Yeah, so let's do the lineup. Miaba wana mi takpena mi miaba wana mi jena gomacho a feedback be. Yeah, me have na miaba African jazz and traditional music panorama hosted by Dallas own for Lawrence Mawenyega. Nigel afuma aka Saturday ndi kanyi Miss Del Bakle Dasara wako health and wellness hub akokovenami. Ne hachole jiko ke nyebakle mama seduji miako Ceana Central akokovenami abale kemi wo magbane kakamya choles yajia kamya dezon ayide Ghana ye miave ko dunenyo bobobo akokove ni authentic mama ako dunenyo bobobo kakamya chola fia ko ke ha ele ready kaka have a choko ke miva miastron fogbe yenye dana mi ni Dr. Wonyo Mama Vero for serious bakle da enyonam wako mifa mia astron fogbe kama saraf mo na enuga ke koshira gba mia novi Nico iha ako Afri culture akoko banamla Afri culture akoko banami yenye wane ako womile fifia le miaba Ceana Central akamika don kujiba enya ka ntimila fia egba yenye the 32nd annual Ceana convention ajivaga la Dallas live FAM from August 28 through September 1st. Then power registration at Miracle Nadazon. Then our over registration and Numak. Miracle na minyaba oga call complimentary breakfast. Akokokwe miaba package. Sheraton Tower Oma Nana complimentary breakfast. A few Gaka Dallas to Ojagbagba Alaka Gbagbaba. You are nami a free complimentary breakfast. Nemi Baje Sheraton. Kana Atwaja Sheraton Nakagomenya, but you have to register today so that you can have a place at the Sheraton Hotel that you can enjoy the convention. Yeah, me for a sponsorship package on Akpa Garanami. Can we take a quick commercial break day? Then me atrova, then me awu wana. Akpa Nami will be right back after this short commercial break.
Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Ofo Steve and Empress Maushi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
David, as-tu entendu parler de Ceana 2025 à Dallas? Ce sera le plus grand événement de l'année.
J'en ai entendu parler, mais dis-moi davantage, Richard. Qu'est-ce qui le rend si extraordinaire?
Oh, par où commencer? C'est une célébration de 4 jours remplis de culture, de réseautage et d'expériences inoubliables. Et en plus, ils ont rendu l'inscription super facile.
Vraiment? Comment puis-je m'inscrire?
C'est simple. Il suffit d'aller sur www.dallasairways.org et de choisir ton forfait. Tu peux même ajouter une excursion à $60 pour explorer la belle ville de Dallas en style.
Ça a l'air génial. Mais qu'en est-il de l'hébergement à l'hôtel?
Pas de souci. L'inscription à la convention est liée à la réservation d'hôtel. Lorsque tu t'inscris, il te suffit de sélectionner si tu as besoin d'un hôtel et les dates de ton séjour.
Oh, très intéressant. Et je n'ai même pas besoin de devis.
Pas du tout. Tu recevras un email du Sheraton DFW avec les détails de ta réservation et un formulaire d'autorisation de ta carte de crédit pour la finaliser. Et le meilleur, tu ne seras facturé pour ta chambre qu'au moment de ton départ.
C'est vraiment pratique. Y a-t-il autre chose que je devrais savoir?
Eh oui, comme si le forfait n'était pas déjà incroyable, ils viennent d'annoncer que tous ceux qui s'inscrivent maintenant bénéficieront d'un petit déjeuner américain, buffet et gratuit à l'hôtel.
Je n'en crois pas mes oreilles. C'est vraiment une offre spéciale. Je serai de la partie et je m'inscris.
Voilà, réservons-nous maintenant, réservons nos places tout de suite et rendez-vous à Ceana 2025. Ce sera inoubliable.
Yo, akpa anami kamagado wizona amilo. Ezave ya woye ado nami yeta miako agbaba wana akoko safia gakafi mia asa wana dafia. Afo Jonathan Marku nyado liye ebi afonu chung ya matenfonu chung Marku over closing remarks.
Azade mi kata mi pupuasi pune wa vivi majiba ma a de kukunami, especially miape nunola ou le Ceana Association so magazine link yade madakuku mi kwene miape hameto alo miate nola alo group meto de mi call link ya now alaba mia apu nuna ucho apa vie nyenyenchi bless you be alo nana wonya be elebe vie na woko peno no matata blenu kata akodema mesebe mi amayo le nuram na mi ha o nu viviga la gbegbe de che viviga ta mi va maga kokpereng be na eva fiade jagba na $60 ma le registration time jagba na $60 ma alabane mi ata le duoma na po Dallas wa tu gbejeje te peve vio le duoma na poda mi gava mi achi homoko aga trojo ikumaje mako akpereng akpe
Yo akpe afo Jonathan vivi menyema yo yo akpelo yo ref Marco emi ponucho where we've talked about excursion. Gaka, we never mentioned where exactly the Dallas excursion will be taking us to. Marco, in few minutes, can you speak about the excursion in your closing remarks, sir?
Yeah, I pray for Steve. Excursion, me have so many places. Okay, you highlight my mention Perot Museum. Perot Museum is a very special place to me because when it was being built about 15 years ago, I was on the planning committee as a teacher representative to give the designers and architects ideas. If you go to that Perot Museum, there are monitors and TVs that talk about the different science fields of expertise and the people who are in that field, like a paleontologist, somebody who maybe looks at diseases. They talk about their field, their science field and what they do, and the kind of education they took to get there. And that was a contribution I made that was adopted in that museum. So anytime you go there and you see those TVs, that came from an Eve person, myself, who made that recommendation. That would be a special place to go. As on le Dallas, allo the United States, tepe veko, o tsunami ape dolale. They call it East Coast, they call it Dallas. That is also on the list of places to visit. In addition to many others, we want you to come, Mr. Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys Stadium is over in Nukpokpoklenku. The whole top of it opens up. Those are some of the things lined up for the excursion. But Dallas has so much to offer. Miva ne miawakpo Dallas ra miawakpo nutepe nami akpe.
Yo, akpe ke Marco miaga Ceana for Julius. Na Marco ani Reverend Bear will go to the Dallas Cowboys Stadium. I imagine Jimmy Jones of Manogare, he will shake hands with him. For Julius, it's been fun once again to have you on. Manyaba, this is just beginning. We'll be having more of these conversations in the future. Marco, your closing remarks.
Brad Steve Akpenami, Mr. Okulu and Revenosai Akpenami better for making up the time. Near to the biggest Ceana community. Over Amento yo Akpeleko ebe Akpeleko. Nya every okwe awe wanyu. America meli here aba wenami. I'm streamado vegbe and when I'm serious, me do vegbe. Niabete miva. Miva mi asinia no view obete nova nemi adu azanle that nere nyava kpodi joko ajo any me bogere ni jawa me plan be you are vare you are contribute you are job that when you are was yana fedo yana ni to school or na no view like apo you prepare clinic you or bridges okay you provide medical equipment what have you need to have any improve, many act to because politicians will not do it for us. We have to do it ourselves. Even me vaccine, me van Dallas, getting me boyere, me Jania Golomodo, Bene Brastif, the staff fund, all hit the floor, all the guy Biabe, let's support Niape project, all the Ghana. You will be willing and able to raise and contribute funds that we can use to do the many good jobs that we want to do in the Everland. Akpenani.
Yo, for Julius, maybe what we jam yabanuka Golodo, is that the right?
Golo, Kotokuo medo.
Yo, for Julius, me va, let me away, no, I know it. Miako, a baton, Hakoko Serafia. Mia novino vio kata no kajik plemi mia meko le US afia mi fununami respond to miapa biabia do mi do biabia do da ne mi do na mia mia meko mi ten do na mia mi da kwena mi ameko mi ten do na mi da kuku marku mi have other communication lines so ke mi atwa bia ne mi jo la fia me gwenye ba mi jo le mi agbolo ke mi la fia e shia e ta mi atwa yo mi ne biabia do le ameko cho London le mi agbo agba mi ta kwena mi ameko le Ghana mi akpom agba mi ta kwena mi ameko o le Ireland ye mi akpom mi ta akwena mi Germany akpe na mi afi de shia de ke mi cho marku mi ta kwe gada na mi ba kwe de mi angu Egbaha migawo egbato miako gbato koko serafia ke next week miagbagba jemba ada be miako youth of it alo miako fear of it alo miagbagba miaka call another very exciting show abanami miaka ponucho Dallas convention amenya Dallas the deco yimi lolo mi yim be miawe na miakata miave dosia na banko deji yema ani Julius Blebe Ceana mi enugado wom na mi akoko jira afado afanyigba batutu yenye mi abata dojim eta akpe na mi enkonye for Steve Kamaraku mi akogbato akoko serafia make a date with us again next week at same time na enemy for have na magasan konya kama clamilo as always take care of yourself and of each other. See you again next week. Akpe na mi.
love to stay with you. I really have to go back home.
Whoa, whoa. The beat scientist.
Tu menyo me swa wewe. 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 Me